Once again, we're checking in with Pete Mangione for the details of today and a look ahead to the weekend, too.
And looking pretty good, Danielle. A slight chance of some storms throughout the weekend, but most of the weekend will be rain-free. There will be one key difference with tomorrow's forecast versus today. Now, today it will be a little stickier, but tomorrow you will really notice the difference with that humidity as it increases a lot. Temperature right now is 66. The dew point is at 61, and the winds are calm. When we talk about dew points, it gives us a good idea of the comfort level of the atmosphere. And today, on average, we're around 63 degrees. The humidity will actually rise a bit as we head into the afternoon. You'll kind of feel the difference throughout the day. And then tomorrow we're up to 67, so that's when it gets pretty uncomfortable, especially when you combine the humidity with temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s. Now we knock down the humidity as we go into Sunday down to around 62. It'll still be warm, but as we take some of the moisture out of the atmosphere, it will be a bit more comfortable. In the meantime, we're looking at visibility. It's pretty good across the board. A few patchy areas of fog, though. You can see in Taunton we're about a third of a mile visibility, New Bedford 2.5, and some dense fog down towards Block Island. Some of this fog could drift across portions of the shore this morning, but as we go into the late morning, most of that should be cleared out. Satellite pictures showing not a lot going on. High pressure in control. Warm air will continue to take aim at southern New England, so that's why today's temperatures 73 by 8 o'clock in the morning. By noontime we're at 84 and 88 degrees by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 88 North Providence today, 87 Rumford. Pawtucket gets up to 88 degrees, and a little further down to the south, maybe a degree or two cooler here along the East Bay, especially into the late afternoon. We'll start to see the winds bend in from the south and southwest by the late afternoon, but for the morning they will be primarily from that land direction from the west. 88 in Warwick, 88 at the airport, no problems. At TF Green, if you have maybe relatives flying into the airport, if you have plans to fly out of the airport, visibility should be in good shape throughout the day. South Shore temperatures in the low to mid 80s. I should probably knock some of these temperatures down just a bit. Keep in mind, though, a lot of these temperatures will be realized by about noontime and then drop a little bit into the afternoon as the wind flow becomes onshore. I think the onshore flow will develop a little bit sooner than it did yesterday. Coventry 88 degrees, Wickford at 86. For northern Rhode Island, temperatures in the upper 80s, 87 in Foster, 88 in Scituate. And keep in mind, the temperatures will feel outside like it's a tad stickier than it felt like yesterday afternoon. Temperatures in the upper 80s today, 87 New Bedford, 88 in Taunton, Seekonk 87 degrees, and mid 80s from Middletown down into Little Compton. So at the beach, 84 degrees by around noontime, and then dropping this into the low 80s, upper 70s by the late afternoon with a bit of a sea breeze. And in your 7-day futurecast, which I'm going to jump to right now, I just actually jumped by the marine forecast. Keep in mind, out on the water, visibility will be in good shape pretty much the entire day once we get through the next several hours. All right, here's your 7-day. 89 today, 92 tomorrow. I think the most likely chance of showers and storms will be after about 3 or 4 o'clock p.m. tomorrow, so most of your Saturday will end up dry. There's just a chance of a few isolated strong storms pushing through, and then a chance of some storms on Sunday morning. I think most of Sunday afternoon is fine and less humid with a high temperature of 87 degrees. It becomes cooler and more comfortable into next week with lower humidity and high temperatures in the low 80s. WPRI.com is the place to go for all of your latest weather updates. You can also check out our apps. We have apps for your iPhone and your Android phone. You can also search for those on iTunes. Now let's get you over to Jam Cam Traffic with Bob Ham.